Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Blink Twice 3, a new version of the fun Blink Twice series. While we did an updated version of the Blink Twice 2, this one brings in some new cards from the Marvel Superheroes set, and with these new cards, we're set to smash opponents into oblivion. We have the same Blink shenanigans going on as the first two versions, but this time, we have some hard-hitting weapons to cripple opposing decks and nuke opposing boards. Let's get in there. We're playing 3 Airbender Ascension. We've dropped down to just 3 copies for this version, as we have another excellent way to blink our permanents that is coming up next. We still want an Ascension, but it isn't as critical to our mission as it was previously. We can use it early to bounce away an early enemy, or play it out to airbend one of our own men to get its Enter's playability a second time. The Mind Stone is a new card from the Marvel set, and we quickly replaced the Soul Stone with it. While the Soul Stone was excellent, the Mind Stone gives us the ability to immediately gain a way to blink any of our permanents. With the weaponry we brought, we can blink away anything we need to keep ripping away at the opponent's board. We have ways to snipe artifacts and enchantments, enemy men, and we've got a way to take out lands. Even their manas are not safe against us. Kutzil's flanker is an all-star in every version. When he enters, we get 3 excellent options to choose from. The Gain Life and Scry 2 option is usually the best bet early. That can help set up our draws since we have limited card draw. Anything we can do to help get us to cards we need could help us get through a game. The third option is an excellent ability against opponents who are looking to bring back cards from their grave. Reanimate? Not today, Satan. Clifftop Lookout is an excellent little land fetcher. We are playing a good number of rather pricey cards, and the Lookout can help us get there a bit faster. And we can accelerate our mana a bit more if we have a way to blink our Lookout. A great way to get another Enter's play trigger is to airbend the Lookout by playing an Ascension and dropping him in again for only 2 mana. If the Shuffler tries to stick us with only 3 lands, the Lookout says, "Not today, you dumb mother trucker." Reclamation Sage is a perfect foil to opponents who are relying too much on artifacts and enchantments. When he enters, we can take out one of those permanent types. Blinking it gives us additional destruction to take out additional permanents. While the stats for the Sage are not that great, having a body we can use to block with lets us stay in the fight until we can return fire. The End is an amazing removal. We can snipe a key enemy and remove it and all copies of it in the opponent's hand, grave, and rip them right out of their deck. Plus, because it exiles, we can use it to eliminate any enemies that have Indestructible. This is one of only a few cards in our entire deck that is not a permanent, so use this wisely. Deadly Cover-Up is the first of our sweepers. It will clear out all men, and the real reason we're playing it over other sorcery board wipes is that we can collect evidence. When we do, we can take out a key card from the opponent's grave and exile all copies of it from their hand, grave, and wipe them right out of their deck. This is an excellent way to smash a key card while also clearing out enemy men. Keep in mind we don't have to exile an enemy, we can choose any card that is in the opponent's grave. Don and Leo, Problem Solvers, was an addition we made with the arrival of the Turtles the Gathering. This tag team will give us a double blink effect at the end of each of our turns. While we don't usually want to blink an artifact, we did bring one on board that we can blink to the opponent's horror. And blinking any of our men only gives us an additional Enter's play trigger to further help our situation. The Coming of Galactus is another new card. We don't get a Herald, but we do get to destroy any non-land permanent when this saga enters. On Chapter 2 and 3, the opponent will take a 2-point hit, and the final chapter gets us a Galactus token that will destroy a land when the token swings in. That will be the least of the opponent's worries, as the token is a 16/16 flyer that hilariously also has trample. We can get repeated destruction by blinking the saga with the Mind Stone. This is a great way to snipe a blocker or keep the opponent from being able to build up a board. Summon Odin gives us another way to snipe a single enemy, and since Odin is one of our men, we can use an Ascension or the Mind Stone to blink him for more enemy deaths. The great thing about Odin is that on Chapter 2, all we need is to hit the opponent once to end the game. The Rise of Sozin is our secondary sweeper. It is a saga, so we can blink it with a harnessed Mind Stone, and an Ascension can blink him if we have one loaded with 4 counters or more. With the Mind Stone, we can have a board wipe effect on each of our turns, and we'll get to take out a card, and its copies as well. It's a devastating combo for opponents relying on men to get through for damages. Restoration Seminar is our backstop. Whichever one of our cards gets destroyed, the Seminar can bring it back. Combined with our Blink package, we can have an avalanche of effects that can threaten to overwhelm the opponent with a rain of destruction. Currently boarding the Pain Train, the opponent. Unholy Annex is a one-of, it's our only card draw when we unlock the Annex. The Demon token is the only demon we will have access to, so be cautious when playing this out. I went back and forth with this or the Planetarium of Wan Shi Tong, and went with the Annex simply because we can drop it in for only 3 mana to get card draw right away. Extinguisher Battleship is a board wipe for smaller men, and we plan to use it to snipe the opponent's lands. Thanks to the Mind Stone, we can blink it at the end of our turn for another round of smashing. We'll get to take out men with toughness 8 or less and snipe 2 lands. It's a punishing blow that could cripple the opponent's ability to fight back. The Battleship gives us the capability to destroy every permanent type, and it's possible, though not likely, that we can reduce the opponent's board to 0 cards. For lands, we're playing 4 Fabled Passage, the special land we can fat sack to fetch out any basic land, 2 Restless Cottage, the Golgari Man land, 4 Bleachbone Verge, the swamp that becomes an Orzhov duel when we have a swamp or plains in play, 2 Forest, 3 Ba Sing Se, the special land that can earthbend lands, 5 Swamp, and 4 Plains. Playing the deck is fun, especially in the later turns when our powerful cards start to take over. We are vulnerable early, so we need to do what we can to survive until the mid-game. An Ascension can airbend an early powerful enemy to help buy time, and the Mind Stone can help us get to the mana we need to be able to clear the board of men. Once we have room to breathe, we can focus on returning fire or using our combination of cards to wipe out all the opponent's permanents. Hulk Smash? No, Blink Twice 3 will smash. That's the deck, boys. Let's go play some games.
Do you want to play a game?
This is S3K Tor. To be fair, this is only the 3rd time he's used a keyboard. We're kicking things off with a 3-lander. We've got only 1 early play, and that's a Lookout on turn 3, but we're loaded with kill. Enemy men will pay the price today. Keep your pants on. We draw another Coming of Galactus. All we need is a 2nd black mana. We get a 2nd Lookout, and we should be able to dig up the mana we need to play out our mostly black cards. They play out a Scribe, which indicates our opponent is on a creature-based strategy that plays into our hands. All we need is more mana, and we have that coming. We draw an Ascension, but more importantly is getting ourselves beyond just 3 mana. Unfortunately, that is a Ba Sing Se that we just got. We need some black, and we need it 2 minutes ago. They play out a Manifold Mouse. It's kind of like the old version of Boros Mono Red. They played a few white cards to defend their men and used Mono Red to throw beatings. We see it. We see it clearly. Their Scribe gets a healthy dose of double strike, and that we will block. If we draw a black mana, the Lookout dies anyways, so it might as well go down defending our life total. And there's a 2nd black. It's time to smell these girls later. We don't have enough to collect evidence, but after this we will. They drop in another Manifold Mouse. Thanks to Offspring, they get 2 for the price of 1. We draw our Annex, but we're up to doing some crippling this turn. Fire in the mouse hole. There's 3 mice in here already. Let's take out the scribe. Well, imagine that. It's the only one they have. While we're here, let's take a quick look at what else is in the arsenal. Pretty standard Boros Red from ages ago. Up next is a Mabel. They'll get their equipment token, but they don't have enough to equip this turn. Of note is they have 2 copies of Enter the Avatar state. It gives hexproof, but not indestructible. Wait, let's hold up on the lookout for now. We do want to play it out, but the Ascension should go first. And now we play the lookout. They drew the 4th Manifold Mouse. The Shuffler has picked a side. They send it and will block up once again. We need to limit the damages from a double striking trampler. No way. We drew our 3rd cover-up. Fire in the mouse hole. They say nice, but they did just rattle off all 4 copies of the same guy, and it's one that has offspring. We'll take their protection spell. When we target something for death, we want to be sure it is going away. We'll go with the Ritual Chamber. We want that big body on board to hit them in their precious face next turn. They have a fetch land to help fix their colors. Nice, bro. Very nice. We draw Don and Leo, and that will be our play. It's a big body with vigilance that will let us strike and defend like champs. Plus, if we can get the mana for the battleship, it'll be lights out. Don and Leo can blink it at the end of each of our turns, and their mice will be turned to mush. They get a Swordmaster, and once again, thanks to Offspring, they get 2 men for the price of 1 card. These are all mini-men, so they don't do very well when face-to-face with our boys. They play out their ruckus. They'll need all the pump they can get their hands on. They send it and we'll block up. That guy has Menace, but the token doesn't. We draw another Ascension, but we don't really want to airbend their big threat. We'll smash it instead. They throw a block. Their life total is under threat, and they need to preserve as much life as possible. That health bar is getting very small. They are down to their last turn. They really need a removal for the demon token, but I don't think they packed anything that can take it down. They drew another Swordmaster. That can't block flying, so it's GG's. This is Cannon Masamune. He thinks he's the big gun. I'll show you my big gun. We get a 3-lander with double passage. We'll be able to have all the right color mana. I like it. Keep your pants on. They drop in a scavenger. Even in the age of superheroes, some are still trying to pull this deck to wins on ladder. They double down on scavengers. That's very optimistic indeed. I will continue to keep my pants on. They follow up with a butt cheek armor. That one scavenger is going to get pumped. We drew a second Sage. Those are going to rip up their deck. This turn, we'll use our Ascension to airbend their pumped-up Scavenger. It's all about avoiding taking too many hits early to try to get to the mid-game. They go with an Origins of Spider-Man. It's one of their key enchantments. They will get a token, but hopefully we can limit them to only that. They even follow up with a Maria Hill. We're going to want to start turning the tables soon. They are about out of ammo. They've got a whole 1 card in hand. Our Sage will take out their Saga. There will be no pump coming. They are all worried about the front side that they don't even think about protecting their backside. They drop in their trusty Sheltered by Ghosts because that card is that good. They even follow up with another butt cheek armor. Gotta protect the vital areas, am I right, bro? They pump one guy, that's a horrible decision. Something about putting all your eggs in one basket. It's time for our second Sage to get in there, and we can pop their favorite aura. Let's just make sure we don't miss click. And our newly freed Sage will pop their butt cheek armor. The pants might have gone down. They have to think about this. That's a process they're not used to. Then they drop in the scavenger we bounced out early on. A Nick Fury is their follow-up to load up their board. Just the way they like it. Thanks to us being at 1 life, we can fire off the end for just 2 black mana. We'll eat their scavengers, then we can drop in our flanker to unlock our Ascension. That way we can blink him and go up to 5 life. All these Origins won't be as effective with their scavengers gone. On top, we have a Galactus Saga and a land. We'll send the land on down. At 6 mana, we can play the vast majority of our deck. We'll keep things as they are. The passage we have in hand will shuffle away the Sage, but that's fine. They send it, and we'll trade with Nick. I doubt they can pay the power-up cost, but let's not take any chances. The Rise of Sozin will clean up whatever is left. We've got a removal in hand for any plays they make on their turn, and after that, we have Sozin on board. They go with an Origin of the Avengers. They'll get a scry at least. Our Galactus saga will make sure they don't get to use the other 2 chapters. We drew the Mind Stone. That's an even better draw than the Sage. We can keep their men in check the rest of this game. It's already GG's, they just don't know it yet. By the looks of it, we can play out the Mind Stone, then snipe with Galactus. He's coming, bro. Your 3 lands look tasty. Oh, lol. All right, let the blinking shenanigans begin. We can blink Sozin for another round of sniping cards out of their deck, and Galactus will seal the deal on their saga. They poop it and scoop it. That's GG's, extra cheese. This is Chia Man. No, wait, it's G Man. Should have been GG's, man. Canada? Almost made it. We get a 3-lander with an excellent mix of cards. Our early game is minimal, but I like this mix. Keep your hopes up. For this to work, we're really going to want a green mana before it gets too late. They play out an Innocence, piles of small men coming up. We'll go with the Annex this turn. It's our only play, and going another turn while doing nothing doesn't feel right. They go with a bat. They'll have a tough choice, but the cover-up should be their pick. To my surprise, they take the Ascension. Oopsie poopsie, bro. We'll go ahead and clear out their tiny team. Fire in the bat hole. They go with a Bitter Bloom Bearer. I'm not sure if they know that it has flash. Bro was defeated by his own pants. We can't let the bearer stay on board. It has to go. The bearer is going to need bearers for his coffin. So they do know it has flash. What was that all about then? Trying to get us to use our removals? Well, the joke's on them. We brought a board wipe every turn. They drop an Unstoppable Slasher. We'll be pulling the brakes on that one for sure. In another genius move, they play out another bearer while Chapter 2 is on the stack. Trust me, bro, the bearer is the last thing we'll be worried about. We're gonna slap these bats out this game forever. We even caught them with one in hand. As a bonus, They don't have any other men in their hand. They played everything out and dropped Trow Trow. It doesn't look like they have any way of getting their dead men back, so we'll leave that last bat in the grave. Fire in the slasher hole. Also, Yahtzee. They play out some enchantments. That's not any concern at all. They snipe one of our sagas, but we saw that in their hand. They can kill one, but not the other. And they have 0 threats in hand, so we just need to play smart to avoid taking an L here. The best thing to do here is to harness the Mind Stone, and we can blink our stuff until we make them cry, Uncle. It's turn 7, and we finally drew a green mana. The rest of our cards have been unlocked. They play out an Elspeth, but she too is not safe. What they need are Pants of Steel. Sozin will make sure they can't fire off their seminar. There's no way we work this hard to take out their stuff to only see them get it back. Not today, Satan. Our Galactus saga will deal with Elspeth.
I must retreat.
Then we can drop in our Ascension and eliminate a token. The other will go away when we blink Sozin. The smashing portion of this program begins this turn. Now keep in mind that we are taking a pair of points from our own Annex. While it is an issue, there is no need to panic. At any point, we can blink the Annex with the Mind Stone and that will reset it. Then we can unlock the doors as normal. This way, you can make an army of token demons. That Mind Stone is so good it probably should be banned. They are smelling the finish line and activate their manland. That's only a 3-spot, so we're fine. They play out a second doll shop. Can't ever have too many of those, right, bro? This time we'll take out Elspeth. The pump she gives is the reason we want her gone. Plus, they have her in hand too, so there's that. No, wait. Before we go with the Sage, let's unlock our demon. Let's drain from here until they blow chunks. And to be on the safe side, we'll go with the Flanker. Another pair of life should see get us far enough from the dead line. On top, we have another Flanker, which is great. We'll take it, but pass on the land. The Mind Stone will blink the Flanker, because we can cheese it like that. And under the Flanker we have Don and Leo. We have enough blink at the moment. We're good boys. While we could have taken their sweeper out of their hand, it's fine if we make them use it. That's the goal for now. Make them play their board wipe. They seem to think that draining with their land will get it done. That only gets them back what we took at the end of our turn. Unreal. They actually send it. Well, boys, we get to eat a land. Dirt is back on the menu, boys. We draw a second Sage. That's excellent, as that will give us the power to blow up some of their stuff here. Without the doll shops, those 1/1 tokens are useless. Never forget, we are out to destroy everything they have. We'll blink a Sage and a flanker. It hurts so good, right, bro? We'll take the angry outhouse here. We need a little rage from time to time. That sweeper is looking mighty tempting, isn't it? I know you want to, bro. You know it's coming. They send everything. The stoppable slasher is going to the grave thanks to their own sweeper. Oopsie poopsie, bro. Sweeper or death, you must choose one, we all knew it. Their problem is they forgot all about Galactus. Oopsie poopsie, bro. That's GG's, extra Galactus cheese. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.